Happy Friday and welcome inside the Ingredient Center in Cardinal. For those of you beginning your Christmas vacations this evening, we couldn't be happier to have you listen to tonight's developmental scrimmage between the U18 Brockville Braves and Cornwall Colts on CKDJ 107.9. My name is Ryan Woods and I will be going solo with the play-by-play and color commentary duties this evening. A couple of lineup notes as one player will be making their debut tonight for the Colts. Number 25, Alex Tornberg, draws into the lineup on defense. And for Brockville, a huge addition to the lineup as returning from injury is assistant captain, number 4, Jack Chiarello. So that'll be huge for the Braves, who have, of course, dropped the last 4 meetings between these 2 games in the series that they've got going on right now. They had struggles offensively, and of course it wasn't for a lack of effort, but they haven't had a healthy lineup in many of their games this season, so to have Chiarello come back in is a huge addition for them, and we'll see if they'll be able to bounce back tonight and take a victory as we are underway in the first period. The Colts win the opening draw, and it's played back into the defensive end for DeBelfi. Spec Meek looks to go through center ice, and the Braves pass it up to the offensive blue line for Chiarello. The Braves were unable to get in the offensive zone as the puck is deflected into the Colts bench for our first stoppage in play with just 20 seconds off the clock. And we had to take a peek at the clock there as it kept running for a few seconds, but we're set to go with the face-off outside the Colts blue line. Won by the Colts, and the loose puck will come over to the near wall at center ice, and Montroy tries to get behind the Braves defense over the blue line as one Braves player falls to the ice. It comes back to the point, and Spec Meek looks to the right face-off circle, shot on goal, and McDonald makes the save and steers the rebound towards the far corner. Battle in front of the Braves bench now as they try to get the puck outside of the defensive end. One of the Colts forwards tried to center it into the slot, but it was broken up by the Braves defense. And I think it's Healy cuts back for them and comes out on the far side and sending the Colts all the way back to their own blue line. Chadouin over the blue line on the left side tries to cut to the middle on his forehand, and his shot attempt is blocked. Down the right side now for the Braves. McLeod chips it in behind the defense and catches up to it behind the net. He tried to center, but Esford broke it up. The Braves play it back to the point, but McNeil's pass goes outside the zone, and the Braves will have to touch up to be back on side. McNeil tried to go behind the back to get back inside the offensive zone, but turned it over. The Colts fire it down the ice and chase it into the far corner inside the Braves' end. The Braves play it behind their own goaltender and back out to center ice. We'll talk a little about tonight's starting goaltenders at the next stoppage in play. McNeil on the forecheck, trying to chase St. John behind the net. Malion has it on the left wing now. He centers over to the right side, and a shot on goal, and they score! The Colts with the early lead, with the third shot on goal finding its way to the back of the net. And we'll see who leads the high-five train to the bench. Putting the Colts on top is number 27, Carson Malion. He's been very impressive in the early stage of this season before the Christmas break, and he was able to beat Zach McDonald on the short side there with the cross-ice feed. Not much you could have asked McDonald to do differently on that shot, just a well-placed shot on the attack from the Colts forward. Knickel bobbles the puck at center ice, and Spec Meek has it inside the Colts blue line now. Good forecheck by the Braves as they're able to get it deep inside the Colts end. Delesio pays it back out to center ice and gloves it down along the left wall. Knickel tries to enter the offensive zone for the Colts. Spec Meek will have the puck end up on his stick and just dumps it deep back inside the Braves end and goes off on a line change. The Braves look to catch the Colts off the line change as Gagnon tried to get a shot attempt from far out, and following that up was Rebuka, who let a slap shot go from the point, and it was Matt Sauvé making the saves for the Colts as he is in net. So we've now heard from both starting goaltenders as Sauvé makes his first save, number 31 for the Colts, And at the other end, it's Zach McDonald in net for the Braves. Of course, McDonald was drafted last year in the OHL draft by the Sudbury Wolves. Colts with the puck in their own end. They get it out to center ice. DeBelfi passes up to the right wing in front of the scorekeeper's area, and he tries to return the feed, but misses his line mate. Off the boards at center ice for the Braves. Over the blue line. Backhand pass attempt into the slot is broken up by DeBelfi. Bono tried to pass over to the right side, but it was off a Colts skate and back out to center ice. Vida on his forehand passes over to the right wing. A shot on goal from far out is blocked away by McDonald. Gagne keeps it in at the point and lets a shot go. It's unable to make its way through the traffic in the slot. A dump-in attempt goes all the way around the end boards and back down to the Colts end of the ice. It's Esford back to retrieve the puck in his own end. He waits to see the breakout that he likes. And Montroy was coming back to receive the breakout pass, but he has it stolen by Chiarello. Chiarello gets the puck back deep behind Sauve, and the Colts are having a hard time getting the puck out right now as the Braves forecheck goes to work. A good battle with Malion and Sicoli along the boards. Gets it down inside the Braves defensive end as the Colts go on offense once again. Behind the net at the far end of the ice. Braves catch up to it along the boards and try to swing the play over to the far side, and catching up to it at the offensive blue line, in behind the defense with the shot on goal, and just missing the net on the semi-breakaway was Jack Chiarello. Malion steals the puck back for the Colts, and St. John passes over to the right wing. Malion in his backhand tried to shoot and went over the high far corner, allowing the Braves to collect the loose puck in their own end and get back on the attack. Chiarello is stripped of the puck by St. John in the far corner. The Braves pull it out on the far side, pass back to the point for Rebuka. Rebuka tries to find a lane, but it goes off a skate to the near boards. And Malion, who's been on for a while now, is unable to clear, and a toe drag by Ouellette as he tried to get behind the defense. And a clearing attempt by the Colts hits the linesman in the near corner. St. John goes for a skate now, and almost misplayed the puck, but he was able to recover and skate it out to center ice as the rest of his team goes off on a line change. That allows the Braves to pass the puck back out to center ice, but the Colts were able to pick it off at the blue line. Braves with another attempt here, but they're offside at the blue line. With 9:06 left to play in the first period, Connor Platt and McLeod were trying to gain the offensive zone, but just a little bit of miscommunication with the three men entering the offensive zone, and we'll have the face-off outside the Colts blue line in front of the Colts bench. Face-off won by the Braves and dumped right back into the Colts end. Platt chasing after it in the near corner. Is dumped out to center ice by Montroy. Chadwen carried the puck over the blue line, but now we have an offside at the opposite end of the rink. And we'll have another neutral zone face-off as the Braves make a line change with 8:51 left to play in the opening period. 1-0 lead for the Colts off the early shot by Carson Malion. Colts win the face-off. Montroy plays it off the near boards for Jadouin, who tries to cut to the middle, and he gets the puck deflected on goal, and holding the short side is Zach McDonald with another save in the early stages of the first period as we are approaching the halfway point. Face-off will be to the right of McDonald. Colts win it back to the point. Esdale, who is back in the lineup for the Colts tonight, let a shot go from the near point, and it goes to the far corner. Back for Esdale at the point, and he tries to find the shooting lane. Plays it with a soft attempt into the slot, was looking for the deflection, but the Braves were able to break it up and get it back out to the Colts end. Miron has it on the right wing now and finds Montroy cutting down the left side as he tries to find his way behind the defense. Centering pass attempt. McDonald's able to make the save. The rebound is in the near corner for the Braves to collect as they bank it off the boards back out to center ice, and they will peel off on a line change. Montroy with another reception on the left wing. Gains the offensive zone and plays the puck deep in for McDonald, who will play it to the far corner. Braves defense skate it in front of their own net and get back in on the attack. Bono chasing Esford into the near corner in the offensive zone, looking to set something up for the Braves now. Bono carries it to the far side and off the boards to the point. A shot from the far side trickles towards the net, but a couple of Colts players in front of their own goalie were able to clear it as Knickel made a nice defensive play. Colts in behind the defense now with a shot on goal. A rebound saved by McDonald. Another opportunity in the near corner goes to the front of the net, and they're able to capitalize as they bury it with the third opportunity to increase the lead, and it's now 2-0 for the Colts with 7:08 left in the first period. And we will see who it was that capitalized that time. It was number 2, Jacob Knickel, with the insurance goal for the Colts as they doubled their lead in the first period. You could see that one coming as there was relentless pressure from the Colts applied there. It was their third opportunity of the shift, and McDonald just wasn't able to get the defense necessary to clear that one out or get a stoppage in play. So the Braves find themselves in a bit of a hole early on tonight, as Sauvé makes the save off the dump in and will hang on for a defensive zone faceoff for the Colts. If you're the Braves, you have to stay focused here as it's still incredibly early in the hockey game and it's only a 2-goal deficit. You can easily find your way back into it with one shot and make it a 1-goal hockey game. You just got to keep your composure. And of course, it's frustrating to let in 2 goals early on, but we'll see them continue to fight their way back as they have done in previous games so far in the season. Ouellette is rubbed out against the wall by Speckmead in the defensive end for the Colts. Moran tried to find Sweet on the right wing, but was unable to connect with the pass. Battle along the end boards in the Brave zone now. One of the Braves players had a little bit of time with it and just dumped it out so they can complete their line change. Miron tried to carry it back over the blue line, but there were a few players out of position, and they went offside, so we'll have a face-off just outside the Braves' blue line with 6:02 left in period number 1. St. John in the face-off circle for the Colts. Face-off won by the Braves. Puck bouncing in the Braves' end and behind the defense now. The Colts weren't able to get a clean shot on goal, but they have possession in the offensive zone now as St. John plays it out in front and a tap-in goal, back door. And it's a 3-0 hockey game, as the Colts continue to hound the Braves and carry on with their momentum in the first period. Another goal for Carson Malion as he scored the opening goal, and it's now a 3-0 lead for the Colts. You can't win a hockey game in the first period, but you can always lose one, and it's tough to see the Braves with that third one go in if you're on the Brockville bench. Face off to the right of McDonald, won by the Colts. A one-timer from the point, missing to the far side of the net off the end boards. Another shot from the left side. Coming across to make the save, I believe, was McDonald. It sounded like it hit the iron. Could have either been a save for McDonald, the cross-crease save, or off the post and out of play. Face-off won by the Braves as they get it out to center ice. Back into the Braves' own end as they try to gain the offensive zone. Played just onside at the blue line, and a quick shot from the outside face-off circle, stopped by Matt Sauvé, and he'll hang on for a face-off inside the Colts zone with 5:07 left in the first period. Sicoli will take the draw for the Braves, and he wins it ahead off the draw into the far corner, but the Colts are able to catch up to the loose puck, and Miron carries it into the offensive zone. He tried the spinorama in the corner, but was unable to get behind the Braves defense, and now trying to catch up with the breakaway for the Braves, and a toe save off the shot by Chiarello, as Chiarello used his speed to get behind the Colts defense, but he was just able to catch up to it in time and get a soft shot towards the net, and sticking out the toe was Sauvé, deflecting it to the corner. Best opportunity of the first period so far for the Braves there, as they look to fight their way back into the hockey game. Speckmeek plays it off the boards behind his own net to the far side. Breakout pass intercepted by Ouellette, as the Braves look to play it back towards their own end. They lose control, and Montroy looks to get the puck deep inside the Braves' end. Centering pass attempt broken up by the Braves. Clearing attempt off the glass out to center ice. And the Braves will dump the puck, and it misses the net, and they were dumping it in from their own side of center ice, so that will be called on icing. And the face-off will come all the way back down to the Braves' end, as we're inside the final 4 minutes of the first period. Face-off will be to the right of McDonald. Centering shot attempt from the left face-off circle, and McDonald stands tall at the tip of his blue paint and is able to prevent any rebounds. A good positional save by McDonald, as the face-off will once again be inside the Brave zone. To the right of McDonald. Speckmeek with the puck off the draw, tries to find a deflection in the slot, and it goes to the far corner. Kept in at the point, coming back to keep the play alive for the Colts. They try the backhand pass into the slot, and a soft backhand shot on goal is turned aside by McDonald. D'Alessio had a hard time controlling the puck at the point and was unable to get it deep, allowing the Braves to get it back out as they look to go on offense. Speckmeek takes his man into the boards, and Knickel collects the loose puck and passes over to the right wing. Colts gain the offensive zone, and a shot from the point goes off a body and out of play for another stoppage in play with 3:02 left in the first period, as both teams will make a line change to get some fresh bodies on the ice for the face-off, which will be to the left of McDonald inside the Brave zone. Colts win the face-off, and a shot from the point is broken up in the slot as the Braves look to skate it out to center ice. A nifty move to get behind the defense, and the cross-corner dump-in attempt finds Gagnon on the near side. O'Connor chases DeBelfi behind the boards, but DeBelfi gives him a couple of shoves up against the boards. Chaudren comes back, and he's stripped of the puck as the Braves now get set up with the cycle in the offensive zone. A shot on goal from the point, and snagging it out of midair with the glove hand is Matt Sauvé, as he had a few Braves bodies coming, knocking on the doorstep to wish him a Merry Christmas. Face-off will be to the left of the Colts goaltender. And the Braves with possession off the draw as Powers comes into the corner to help out his line mate. Esford tries to reverse the play, but the Braves continue to battle. The centering pass attempt was broken up by Pip Blatto, and he works the give and go with Malion to get the puck back in the offensive zone. Pass back to the point, out of reach for the Colts, so they'll have to come back outside the zone to regroup. Speckmeek looks to go up the left wing. Dump in by Malion as the Colts change up their defensive pairing. Braves back up to center ice now as they look to potentially get a late first period goal, and that would make it a prettier situation, as if you're only down by 2 goals, then you've still got 2 periods to draw even. Pitblato's breakout attempt was broken up, but the Colts were able to recover. Malion dumps it in from the left wing outside the blue line, and it's steered to the near corner by McDonald. Braves unable to clear along the far side, as Montroy has it behind the Braves net. Centering pass attempt into the slot, shot on goal, misses the target by Jodwen. Speck-Meek at the point, winds up, and it goes wide. And the puck comes back outside the Braves' end, as the Colts had a few good looks there. Speck-Meek passes back for Tornberg, who's making his debut for the Colts tonight. And Speck-Meek will dump it in so that the Colts can go off on a line change. The Braves look to clear, but it was kept in by DeBelfi, who came off the bench. And the Braves are quick to clear, and now we'll go all the way for icing as we're inside the final minute of play now in the first period. 39 seconds left on the clock. And the face-off will come inside the Braves' end to the left of Zach McDonald. D'Alessio wins it to the boards off the draw. DeBelfi plays it into the far corner. Fitzmaurice looks to center, but it's broken up in the slot by the Braves. And they skate it to center ice, 3-on-3. But before they could gain the offensive zone, the puck deflected into the Colts bench. So we get a stoppage in play as the Braves look to go on the rush. That negated the offensive opportunity. Braves win the draw. They look to tip it in. Bono deflects the puck into the offensive zone on the right wing. DeBelfi catches up to it behind his own net and uses his speed to get the puck out. Kingsbury catches up to the puck in the neutral zone and makes a nice saucer pass for Rabuka, who dekes into the offensive zone and lets a shot go from the right face-off circle, but it's turned aside by Sauvé as the final seconds tick off the clock in the first period. A tough opening frame for the Braves as the Colts jump into an early 3-0 lead. We will be right back with the call for the second period on CKDJ 107.9.
Imagine being on a raft, floating out at sea. You were, perhaps, once far enough to swim back to shore, but you are now tired, thirsty, and worn. Post-secondary students can face an overwhelming amount of stress during a transition period of their lives. It is not uncommon to feel like you can't talk to someone, or that you have no one to talk to. Good to Help is here to listen and here to help. If you are suffering from addiction, stress, anxiety, a tragic loss, depression, or just need someone to listen, call the Good to Help line at 1-866-925-5454.
This is Capital City Minor Hockey on CKDJ 107.9. Let's head to the broadcast booth for the call of today's game.
Welcome back inside the Ingredient Center for tonight's game between the Brockville Braves and Cornwall Colts on CKDJ 107.9. My name is Ryan Woods, and the Colts, they had a very strong first period as they jumped out to a 3-0 lead, but the Braves are going to look to bounce back here in the second period as we are underway, as this is a team that we've come to learn has no quit in them, and they will look to battle back and make this a close hockey game here on Friday night as they try to hold the puck inside the offensive zone. From the left side over to the right side, one-timer! And the Braves have drawn within 2. Only 24 seconds into the middle frame. It's now a 2-goal hockey game. That was an outstanding cross-crease pass to the back door, and it looked like it may have been McNeil who buried it on the one-timer. As Sauvé had no chance to come across the crease to take away that one. And you love that response if you're the Braves, to see them come out strong in the second period. And now this is only a 2-goal game with lots of hockey left to play. And they go right back on the attack as they possess the puck in the offensive zone. Kept inside at the near wall. They try to find it behind the net here. And the Braves steal it at the left face-off circle and try to get a shot on goal, missing the target as it comes around the boards to just beside the Braves bench. Battle in the far corner now as the Colts are unable to get possession in their own end for a clearing attempt. As the Braves pull it out of the corner, it comes around the boards and it's kept in along the near side. Another battle behind the net now. And the Colts finally pull the puck out of the pile, but they're so tired that they were only able to get it to the center ice line before Sokoli was able to regain the puck and get it deep. And the Colts were unable to make a change, but the Braves were, so they have some fresh bodies on the ice as they look to continue to capitalize on the tired Colts players. And the Colts are still unable to make a line change as the Braves go right back on the attack. Bono cuts in and tried to pick the bottom corner on the far side, but it goes off the boards back to the point. A delayed penalty call coming up as McDonald began his trek to the bench, but the Colts are able to touch up, and now the Braves have a power play opportunity as they look to pull within one. And going off to the box is number 25, Alex Tornberg, so he'll sit for 2 minutes or less. Face-off won by Kingsbury to the far corner, and the Braves look to get set up on the draw. Puck stolen by the Colts. It's a battle along the boards. Shot attempt from the point, and a save by Sauvé, as there was no traffic in front. So we will have another face-off as the Braves get their first opportunity only 14 seconds into the man advantage. And they have the face-off on the opposite side of the rink. And it's played back to Mellon by Kingsbury. Into the slot now, almost stolen by the Colts, but it works its way towards the front of the net. And the puck just comes out off the boards as Mellon tried to seal the wall, but the Colts were able to make a change. Kingsbury patiently enters the zone at the blue line and is able to create some open space in the process, as the Braves set up and try to center the pass in front, but they were unable to get the shot off right in front of the goal frame as it went off a skate to the outside. Sokoli goes for a lap inside the offensive zone, carries it behind the net, and was stripped of the puck behind the goal. And the Colts are able to clear all the way down the ice as 55 seconds remain on the power play. Mellon comes back to collect the puck from McDonald and passes up for Willer. Willer makes a quick move to get behind Knickel, and a shot on goal from just inside the blue line going glove side, and Sauvé is able to catch that right inside his trapper. 42 seconds left on the power play for the Braves, as they've had a very impressive start to the second period after a lackluster first period. The puck went out of play off the draw, so we will have another face-off inside the Colts zone. Brave centerman gets tossed before they drop the puck, so McNeil comes in. And the Braves have possession off the draw. Rebuka has it at the point, and he likes to cut behind Knickel. Knickel keeps him to the perimeter, but Rebuka was able to play it behind the net. Colts are able to clear off the boards, and chasing after it into the offensive zone is Knickel. Knickel lets a shot go, and he tried to go top corner, but just missed high and wide as he looked to create a short-handed opportunity. And we are now back to even strength as Tornberg comes out of the box And the Colts are able to clear off the penalty early on in the second period. Valion keeps the puck in at the near blue line and plays it back to the point for Gagne. Gagne off the boards for Montroy behind the net. Montroy tried to bank it off the goaltender from the far corner, but it comes out to the near side. And McNeil collects it at his own blue line and gets the puck deep inside the Colts end as the Braves make a line change. The Braves look to continue their momentum from the early power play, and a shot from the slot is turned around with a right pad save by Sauvé. The Colts are able to clear back out to center ice. And Gagne's back to retrieve the puck in his own end. Off the boards all the way down the ice. And icing called against the Colts as we are 5:11 into the middle period, and the face-off will be in the offensive zone for the Braves. To the right of Sauvé. Scramble off the draw, and the Colts are able to push it ahead as they exit their own zone. Spekmeek in from the blue line as he's deep inside the Braves' end. Vida unable to accept the centering feed, but he now has it outside the blue line and makes a toe drag to the middle. And the Braves play the body as they're able to recover the puck and flip it into the offensive zone. O'Connor chasing after it, cuts back at the far corner, but loses possession as the Colts look to muster up a counterattack here as they look to cut behind Healy on the far side. Colts player tripped up on the offensive attack, and a quick shot in front of the net by Vida, and an arm save by McDonald as the rebound comes to the far side, and the Braves will clear it off the boards down the ice as that was a in-tight opportunity for the Colts. But McDonald was able to get the arm out and make a huge save to keep it a 2-goal deficit. Jardin in for the face-off for the Colts against McNeil. McNeil wins it on the backhand, and it's cleared to the neutral zone as McLeod gains the offensive zone. Lets a shot go, and he scores! Nick McLeod off the breakout and rifles a shot far side on Matt Sauvé, and just like that, it's a 3-2 hockey game, and the Braves are right back in this one. I was talking about it right after the break, after the first period, that the Braves, they don't take a night off, and you knew that after the first period they were going to come out a lot stronger in the second period, and that's exactly what we've seen so far as they get 2 quick ones past Matt Sauvé to make it a 1-goal hockey game. But here come the Colts on the attack. Montroy faked the pass and let the shot go towards the goal, and it almost caught McDonald off guard, but it hit him in the left pad, and the Braves are still trailing by 1 with 13:17 left to play in the second period, as the face-off will come just outside the Braves' blue line. Kingsbury won it to the far boards. Joniak plays it off a skate at center ice. DeLessio cuts in and lets a shot go from the near face-off circle. McDonald blockers it to the far corner. Braves are able to steal the puck, and Wooler skates down the left side now, using his speed to center the puck into the slot. Kept in at the point by Joniak, but the Colts are able to get it back out to the neutral zone. Wooler tries to cut in on the opposite side now and passes it off the end boards for Bono. Bono reverses the play, and the Colts are able to break up the offensive opportunity for the Braves and bank it off the boards back out to center ice. Kingsbury comes as the Braves were making a line change and just got the puck deep enough so that they can continue their line change as The Colts tried to stretch it out for D'Alessio, but he was unable to gain the offensive zone. Sicoli tries to break up a play in the offensive zone, but the Colts are back on the attack now as they dump it in from just outside the blue line and make a line change. Pilon forced to cut back behind his own net as D'Alessio was coming in on the forecheck before going off on a line change. Pilon now gains the offensive zone and he's in on the rush. Kept to the outside by the Colts defense as they're able to turn the puck over and come down the far side. Shot from the outside is saved by McDonald. Centering pass off the skate of Pilon to the near corner as it's a game of inches, and if he had been with his skates angled slightly different there, that could have ended up in the back of the net. But it didn't, as the puck is back inside the Colts end, and the Braves look to continue to claw their way back into this hockey game. Battle along the boards, and we get a whistle for the stoppage in play after the puck battle deep inside the Colts end. With 11:13 left in the second period. 3-2 now the score for the Colts after they had a 3-goal lead in the first period. Braves with possession off the draw. Played back to the point. Just kept in by Mellon, and a shot from the left face-off circle. Another opportunity for the Braves, turned aside by Sauve as the Colts come back over center ice. Piplato down the right side, unable to get a clean shot as Mellon came back on the back check and was able to take just enough off the shot from Piplato. Back out to center ice, Miron. Passes over to the far side. Malion banked it off the side of the net. And Miron has it in the near corner, off the boards for DeBelfi at the point. DeBelfi cuts around Powers and plays it back into the near corner. Mellon dodges Sweet as he's in a battle behind the net. Now penalty coming up as the Colts touch up. And we have a hooking call against the Colts, and I think it will be Landon Sweet going off for the minor penalty as he had his stick parallel to the ice around the waist of Mellon behind the net that created the turnover. And that's going to be called 9 times out of 10 as the Braves go back on the power play. They had a solid-looking power play earlier in the period with a couple of opportunities. But of course, you always got to watch out for the Colts on the penalty kill as they have a few dangerous players like Montroy who are able to create opportunities out of nothing. So we'll see how this man advantage goes for the Braves. And a Braves player was knocked to the ice behind the net, and we have another penalty call coming up. And it will be a 5-on-3 as Gagne goes off now as well for the body check. And this is an extended 5-on-3 opportunity, a huge chance for the Braves to even this hockey game with 1:41 with both men in the box for the Colts. And some discussion at the timekeeper's area as they look to get both penalties on the board. And we are ready to go as the Braves with the offensive zone face-off here to start the 5-on-3. The Colts are able to win the draw. Speckmeek unable to clear as the Braves get set up. Sicoli with possession at the point, passes off to the right side, gets the return feed. They look for the one-timer from the right side, and they miss the net off the one-timer, and the puck comes all the way back out to center ice. Off the end board, Sicoli collects it in his own end and works his way into the offensive zone, banking it off the boards in front of the Braves bent on the far side, and carries it behind the net. He was unable to center as it was broken up by the Colts defense. Braves able to regain the puck and pass back to the point for Mellon. Mellon looks to find the passing lane, and he goes over to the right face-off circle as they look to find the open man on the back door. But they were unable to connect as Malion comes in shorthanded, lets a shot go, and McDonald makes the glove save and drops the puck for the Braves as they have all 4 men back as the Colts are getting reset on the penalty kill. So the Braves able to come back up the ice with 35 seconds left with the 2-minute advantage. Kingsbury's shot was blocked, and the puck cleared back out to center ice. As the Braves have a little bit of time left here with the 5-on-3. Pilon collects the puck in the neutral zone, and they gain the offensive zone. Kingsbury letting a shot go. And another chance from the far side, and it's a tie hockey game with 11 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. The Braves have come all the way back from 3 down to even the score at 3 apiece in the second period. And it was Ethan Wooler who got the tap in on the far side for the Braves, scoring the goal. It was huge that they were able to convert on that man advantage, as they have all the momentum right now, and still 25 seconds left on the second penalty to Gagne for the body check, as the Braves look to continue their work in this dominant second period. Colts are able to clear from their own end all the way down the ice. As McDonald leaves it behind the net for Pilon. Pilon fakes the breakout on the near side as Delesio was coming in and banks off the boards at center ice. Icing waved off on the far side as the Braves are able to keep it in, and they go over to the right side. Shot attempt off the post, and they were an inch away from taking their first lead of the hockey game. And they look to keep things going. The Colts now in on the attack as Joniak lets a shot go off the side of the net from the near side. And he catches up to the rebound and goes for a lap in the offensive zone. Esdale with the drop pass off the point. His shot blocked, but he's able to play it over to the far side. Chaudouin looks to work his way behind the defense now, and his backhand shot was deflected to the outside. Speckmeek has it at the point now and plays it off the boards. Battle behind the net as Delesio looks to regain control for the Colts. And he works a toe drag into the slot, jamming away at it in the crease. But McDonald is able to stand tall, and Pilon and Healy are now exchanging words with the forwards for the Colts. And the official comes in to try and tell them to settle down. It was a good opportunity for the Braves as Delesio centered the pass, but McDonald was able to seal off the bottom half of the net and keep it a tie hockey game. Tornberg plays the puck deep inside the Colts zone off the face-off, but it goes all the way around the end boards to the far side. Braves were able to clear. Puck stolen at center ice and played back inside the Brave zone. Mellon tried to stretch it out on the left wing, but they were unable to connect on the outlet pass, and the face-off will come all the way back inside the Brave zone. It will be Knickel versus McNeil in the draw. The Braves wingers were able to help them win the draw. So the puck goes to the far corner. Gazelle looks to play it to the point, but it's kept in by Esford. McDonald makes a save along the far post. And the Braves skate the puck out to the far hash marks. Back out to center ice, McLeod chasing after the puck. And Platt catches up behind McLeod to get the puck deep inside the Colts zone. Colts are able to break back out to center ice. Mellon back on defense, pokes it to the far side as Fitzmaurice was all over him. Fady keeps the puck deep inside on the Braves' end. Knickel in the battle now as well. The puck comes to the near side for Gazelle. Gazelle has a little bit of room and is able to find McNeil at center ice with a strong outlet pass. McNeil deep inside the offensive zone now is kept to the outside by the Colts defense. Colts are able to break back out to center ice as they split the D at the defensive blue line. A shot from Miron floats over the net into the far corner. And the Braves are able to break out as Wooler comes over the blue line and just rings the puck around the boards. played back out to center ice for the Colts as Pip Blatto centers the pass from Iran. Glove saved by McDonald as he flashes the leather. And the puck may have missed the net there, but he was still able to make the reaction save. Braves unable to gain the offensive zone on the counter-attack as they have the puck back inside their own blue line now. Advanced pass was picked off by the Colts, and Pip Blatto tries to receive it in the near corner. Montroy passes to him, centering pass off the boards back to the far point for DeBelfi. DeBelfi looks for the tip in the slot, rebound opportunity for Montroy, but McDonald is able to make the original save, and the Braves are able to clear the rebound to the outside. Montroy looked to center on the backhand, and another opportunity for the Colts in front, but McDonald smothers up the puck with 4:20 left in the second period. And we finally see some extended offensive pressure from the Colts now after the Braves took over this hockey game for the majority of the second period to even the score. But now we see McDonald making some saves and keeping the momentum in favor of the Braves. Sherdouin with the puck at the point. Saucer pass over for Malion, who has 2 goals already this evening. Ouellette gets the puck out to center ice, and Chiarello streaking down the left side. Pass back, and a shot just missing the net off the rush for the Braves. Puck in the near corner now. Colts unable to clear as the puck is turned back deep inside their own end. Battle in the far corner now as the Colts are unable to get the puck out from behind their own net. They tried to stretch it out to center ice. McDonald forced to leave his net as D'Alessio was coming in, and D'Alessio tried to find Malion coming off the bench, but the pass was just out of his reach. Braves back on the attack now in the near corner. Centering pass attempt, and they score off the rush. They have now taken the lead, and it's 4-3 Brockville with just 3:08 left in the second period. All the momentum in favor of the Braves right now as they work at tic-tac-toe play on the odd man rush, and converting to get the goal is number 2, the captain, Francesco Ciccoli. And we now see a timeout by the Colts as they are stunned by the performance in the second period by the Braves. And the Colts coaching staff is not impressed. They are absolutely giving it to the players with the effort in the second period, or lack thereof. As I said in the first period, you can't win a hockey game in the first period, but you can always lose one. The Braves refused to accept the loss in the first period and fight their way back, and the Colts absolutely took their foot off the gas here in the second period. But we will see if this timeout can turn the tide and get the Colts fired up to work their way back into this hockey game, as they now trail by 1 goal. And it's anyone's game, as we will see what happens in the third period after this timeout by the Colts, as they call it with 3 minutes left. They can't afford to wait for the intermission, as the Braves are absolutely rolling right now. And at this pace, they could put up another goal or 2 before the end of the period, but the Colts don't want to wait and find out the result of that. So it will be a battle right to the buzzer here in Cardinal on Friday night, as we get a whistle at the blue line, play offside at the Braves' end. It'll be O'Connor taking the draw for the Braves. Stick lifted off the draw, and the Colts are able to play it to the boards, but Mellon comes in to advance the puck for the Braves. Colts turn the play around in their own end as they look to come out the near side. Braves are able to break up the play at their own blue line, but Vita caught up to the play, and he fell as he advanced the puck into the near corner. Puck behind the net now. Played back to the point. Shot attempt through traffic off the end boards. Tornberg comes in to keep the play alive, but it was stolen by Powers as the Braves work their way back out to center ice as we approach the final 2 minutes of play in the middle frame. Braves are able to make a line change inside the offensive zone, and one of the players off the bench is able to strip the puck and look to center, but it goes off a skate, and Veed is able to get it back out to center ice. Bono plays it off the boards deep inside the Colts zone. Fitzmaurice comes off the bench and collects the puck. Unable to gain the zone, he has to get back onside so that the Colts can dump it in and go on the forecheck. Braves are able to break up the play, and Sicoli falls as he worked his way through the neutral zone. Backhand dump in by Rebuka. And Joniak tried to center the pass from the point, but it goes off the end boards to the far side. Montroy played it off the boards, and it went up into the Brockville bench with 1:11 left in the second period. We invite you to listen to the network news after the conclusion of the second period, which will kickstart our second intermission on CKDJ 107.9. McNeil set for the draw outside the Colts blue line. The Colts were able to win the face-off and get it over to Montroy on the left wing. He tried to get the shot on goal, but it went all the way around the boards back to Estelle at the near point. Shot through traffic into the slot. An opportunity for the Colts here as Fitzmaurice plays it back to Estelle. Estelle goes cross ice to Montroy on the far side, tipped in the slot by Miron. Miron collects it in the corner and plays it back to the point. Another tip in the slot by Fitzmaurice goes off the glass behind the net, allowing McLeod to get it out. And there's a collision at the blue line for body checking, and we will have another penalty coming up against the Colts. This time it will be Tristan Miron going off for the Colts. So it's a late second period power play opportunity for the Braves with 34 seconds left in the period. Chiarello set to take the draw for the Braves. They're able to win the draw back to the point. Mallon passes over to the far side. A shot on goal from the right face-off circle. Save made by Sauve, and he hangs on for the defensive zone face-off. Face-off will be to the left is Sauve. Steered to the corner by D'Alessio, but Mellon keeps it at the point. Shot through the slot as a player was falling to the ice. Rebound laying in the crease. Sauve tries to fall on top of the puck, and we get a whistle as there were many bodies in the Colts crease. And the Braves bench is fired up with 10 seconds left in the period after the performance that they have put on to come back from 3 goals down and now take a 1-goal lead. And they have another opportunity here in the late stages of the second period to get one more chance off the draw. Over to Mellon at the far side, cross crease to the near side, and the shot goes through the crease as time expires. And the Braves will have 1:26 left on the power play at the start of the third period. We get some communication inside the Colts zone after the buzzer, as the Colts are clearly frustrated after that performance in the second period. But of course, we invite you to stay tuned for the network news right now on CKDJ 107.9, and we will be right back with the call in the third period of this intense hockey game on Friday night.
On CKDJ 107.9, let's head to the broadcast booth for the call of today's game.
Welcome back inside the Ingredient Center for an intense Friday night game between the U18 Brockville Braves and Cornwall Colts on CKDJ 107.9. My name is Ryan Woods, and I am going solo tonight with the call. It was the Cornwall Colts who jumped out to a early three-goal lead in the first period, but it was all Brockville in the second period as they stormed back to not only tie, but take a lead in this hockey game. And that's where we stand right now with the 4-3 lead for the Braves as we begin the third period, with the Braves on the power play for another 1:15 as they like to start the breakout in their own end. Pilon behind his own net comes out the near side and finds Ouellette. Ouellette passes to Sicoli on the left side, and he banks it off the end boards. Kingsbury tries to catch up to the play, but Esdale was able to bank it off the boards for Fitzmaurice at center ice. Fitzmaurice cuts back at the center ice line and gets the puck deep as the Colts change some of their penalty killers. 40 seconds left for the Braves with the man advantage. Ouellette in the near corner cuts back, passes back for Kingsbury at the point. Return feed for Ouellette. Ouellette trades places with Kingsbury. Pass over for Kingsbury at the far side, and a shot blocked at the near face-off circle by Esdale. Kingsbury plays the loose puck for Sicoli in the corner, off a shin pad back into the corner. McNeil skates up to the top of the offensive zone and finds Sicoli in the corner, tip in the slot as Sicoli and McNeil work the give and go, but Sauvé with a save in the crease, keeping it a one-goal hockey game with just 4 seconds left in the power play as both teams will make a line change. It'll be Montroy versus Bono in the face-off. Montroy wins it for the Colts, but Chiarello was able to catch up to it in the corner. Colts are able to turn things around as we're back to even strength. Jourdain down the left side on his backhand, plays it behind the Braves net, and back to the point. DeBelfi, his dump in was blocked and kept to the outside by the Braves. Speckmeek at center ice tries to get the puck up to Montroy in the offensive zone, but the Braves defense was able to gain possession. Bono plays it back in his own end, and the Colts almost had an opportunity into the slot, but the Braves were able to continue battling and get the puck outside of their end. Jourdain down the right side now was stripped of the puck in front of the Braves bench, and a toe drag at center ice as Wooler gets the puck deep and goes off on a line change. Wooler had to leave last Saturday's game early in Cornwall with a hand injury, but he is in the lineup tonight and ready to go. But I did notice him shaking his hand as he went off the ice there, so we'll see if that lingering issue continues to bother him or if he was just briefly shaken up there as he exits the ice. But those hand injuries are always tough. Braves back out to center ice as they look to get behind the defense, but Tornberg stands his man up. O'Connor now catches up to the puck in the corner, and Tornberg stands hip up against the boards once again. Vida skates it out down the left side and plays it to the boards in front of the scorekeeper's area. Colts unable to gain the offensive zone as the Braves turn it around 1-on-2 now, and a shot from far out. Sauvé makes the save. It was O'Connor who got the shot from the far side off the rush. And the Braves put out a fresh unit for the offensive zone face-off. Face-off won by the Colts, but Platt is able to steal the puck, and the Braves dump it right back in. Esford along the near boards, plays it off the boards out to center ice. Vida was unable to find Knickel. Gagne was able to position his feet to deflect the puck back out to the neutral zone, preventing the Braves from breaking into the offensive zone. Esford plays it deep inside the Braves' end now, as it's the Colts' turn to try and even up the hockey game as they trail by 1 goal in the third period. Braves back out to center ice. Toe dragged to the outside by McNeil plays it into the corner for Platt, who's hugged along the wall by Esford. Puck finds its way to Gagne on the far side, and St. John lost control of the puck at center ice, but he gets another pass as he skates down the left side. Just gets it deep inside the Brave zone. Braves play it off the boards at center ice. Spec Meek was able to get behind Ouellette as Ouellette lost his balance at center ice, and Malion let a shot go from the point. McDonald steers that one aside. One of the Braves players lost their stick there as they were battling St. John along the boards. Ouellette gets the puck deep inside the Colts end for the Braves, but the Colts are able to steal. Malion has it on the left wing, makes a toe drag to get behind Rebuka and lets a shot go, but he misses the net wide to the far side. Of course, Malion with 2 goals in the first period. If he's able to capitalize one more time, he would get the hat trick here. DeBelfi comes back to retrieve the puck in his own end. Cuts around Chiarello and gets the puck inside the Braves' end. Puck laying in the slot, quick shot off the attack by the Colts, but they're unable to capitalize as McDonald stands tall in the middle of the frame, keeping the puck out. 14:36 remaining in tonight's contest. Montroy in the face-off circle for the Colts in the offensive zone. Braves win the face-off and clear it back out to center ice. Estelle comes all the way back to retrieve as Wooler made him make a turnover behind the net. Tornberg continues to play his physical game tonight as the Colts get back out to center ice. Montroy behind the defense, centering pass to the far side, and it's backdoor goal as the Colts even the score at 4 goals apiece here in the third period as the two teams continue to go back and forth. This time, Jourdain gets the backdoor goal. And the timeout towards the end of the second period appears to have been effective as of now, as the Colts have broken the streak of 4 unanswered goals by the Braves and responded as they finally answer and tie the hockey game here in the third period, which sets us up for what should be an exciting finish as O'Connor cycles the puck in the offensive zone. Powers finds O'Connor behind the Colts net. The Braves look to reverse the play, but Estelle is able to collect the loose puck. And he fired off a shin pad, but it's kept in by the Braves momentarily as they turn it back over to the Colts, and Knickel has it near. Another poor breakout pass as it was nearly picked off by Kingsbury. And the Braves just dump it back inside the Colts zone as they look to keep the Colts players on edge. Play deep inside the Braves end now as they look to play it behind their own net. Chipped out to center ice by the Braves. Gagne finds Esford in his own end. Esford passes back to Gagne. Esford gets it up to D'Alessio on the left side now, and he lets a slap shot go from the left wing as he gained the offensive zone. But McDonald was able to make the save with no traffic and hang on for a defensive zone face-off for the Braves. 12:48 remains in the third period. Face-off won by the Colts. Esford plays it deep on the near side. Battle along the end boards behind the Braves net, and that will result in a whistle. Face-off will be to the right of McDonald. Won by the Colts, and Vita tries to drag it into the slot, but he's knocked to the ice before he can get a shot off. Colts look to get set up in the offensive zone. Now St. John protects the puck and carries it into the far corner. Back to the point. Speckmeek lets a shot go, rebound, laying at the side of the net. And the Colts pass back for Esford at the point. Speckmeek has it on the far side. and his shot deflects to the left side. McDonald comes across and covers the puck as the Colts had an extended period of offensive pressure there, but McDonald is able to save the puck, and we have a defensive zone face-off for the Braves once again. And the Braves are able to clear off the glass after the face-off, but it goes the entire length of the ice. So we will repeat the defensive zone face-off for the Braves. Braves win the face-off and play it around the boards. 2-on-2 at center ice. Ouellette was unable to find Chiarello in the neutral zone. Speckmeek plays it out to center ice, but Sicoli was able to poke the puck, and the Braves get it deep inside the Colts zone. DeBelfi receives the dump and attend off the end boards and passes up for Malion. Malion tried to stretch it over to the right wing, but it goes off the stick and out of play at center ice with 11:31 left to play in the third period in this tie hockey game. Face-off just outside the Braves' blue line. Won by the Colts. Braves poke it ahead inside the Colts zone. Bodo tries to catch up to it, but St. John is able to strip him of the puck and play it off the boards for Miron. The Colts give it away and fire it off the boards. The Braves have it at center ice now. Gagnon gets the puck halfway inside the Colts zone before Estelle is able to pass the puck over for Montroy on the right wing. Montroy was unable to get behind the Braves players at the blue line. St. John will try to enter the offensive zone now. Wooler is able to strip the puck off of Montroy's stick in the slot. A point shot goes off a leg behind the Braves net. Another shot attempt from the far side. A couple of deflections in the slot and a rebound opportunity, missing the Braves goal. Montroy advances the puck deep inside the Braves end. Tornberg winds into a one-time opportunity but misses the net, and the Braves are able to get the puck out to center ice. Esdale goes D-to-D with Tornberg. And Montroy passes over to the right side. Now Miron lets a shot go and a stick save off the zone entry by McDonald. Braves make a line change, and they're able to pass back out to center ice. They're able to work a play at center ice to get the puck deep inside the Colts zone. Esford had some room to work with it, but his backhand clearing attempt was picked off by Powers, and Powers gets the puck back deep inside for O'Connor. Centering pass attempt, and it's kept deep by Kingsbury, but O'Connor overskated the puck in the corner. Powers protects it deep inside the Colts zone, but it's stolen by the Colts, and they're back out to center ice now. Fitzmaurice over the blue line lets a shot go as he tried to use the defense as a screen, but missed the far side of the net. Braves back out to center ice. Couple of Colts defenders back, and O'Connor was unable to get behind them as D'Alessio breaks up the play and finds Knickel on the rush. Fitzmaurice, no look back hand pass attempt into the slot, was unable to connect, and the pass came back outside the zone, and the Colts are offside as Speckmeek re-entered the zone before all the Colts had exited. We are now past the halfway point in the third period with 8:57 remaining on the clock. Braves win the face-off outside their own blue line. McNeil on the attack. Platt playing the body and got his arm up high on Jadin, and Jadin retaliated, but there's no calls here as we let both teams play on. Braves clear the puck, and it looks like it's going to go all the way for another icing call. With 8:30 left to play, the face-off will come back down to the Braves' end. Good opportunities for both teams in the third period after the Colts tied the game off the backdoor tap-in goal by Jedouin just about 6.5 minutes into the third period. It's been all even since then in an exciting, high-scoring Friday night game. Colts with the offensive pressure right now before Brockville is able to strip them with the puck, and they look to create a rush the other way. And a shot off the post as Bono gate over the blue line and tried to pick the far side, but no luck for the Braves as they find iron. Colts back out to center ice for Malion. Malion just dumps it in on goal, and McDonald steers it to the corner. Braves back out to center ice. Chiarello had the pass intercepted by Tornberg, as he's been getting a regular shift here in his debut, playing top minutes with Estill. Braves look to come back on the attack now. O'Connor over the blue line. Well, that is Pilon who passes back to the point for Healy with the one-timer from the point, and the Braves are back on top. Carter Pilon streaked into the offensive zone and cut back at the near hash marks, and he was able to find Healy at the point, who absolutely unloaded his one-timer right to the back of the net, and he delivered that one with Canada Post as it was rifled into the back of the net in a hurry, and just like that, the Braves are back on top. Dump-in attempt, glove down by Gagne as the Colts find Montroy, and Jedouin was looking to find the tap-in from the slot, but they were unsuccessful. Braves able to clear for Gagne. Gagne back in the Colts end now. Saucer pass, just finding Montroy. Icing was waved off as they ruled he got a deflection on the puck. Miron battling behind the Braves net now. Over to the far point now. Gagne trying to find the deflection in the slot. Backhand shot. Opportunity for the Colts. Gagne with the one-timer from the point, missing the net. The Colts look to center the pass, but it's broken up by the Braves. Wooler fell as he was exiting the zone, so the Colts come right back in. Miron with the shot goal from the slot, and he hits the glass behind the net as the frantic pace continues to develop in the third period. Looks like the face-off will be inside the Braves zone with an even 6 minutes left to play. Tied up off the face-off as both centermen tie each other up. Braves tried to clear off the glass, and they got it out to center ice. Dumped in off the boards for O'Connor. O'Connor chases to Belfi, deep inside the Colts zone. Powers tries to catch up to the puck at center ice. Speckmeek was able to work the give and go with Knickel to gain the offensive zone. Pass over to the left side, and a slap shot opportunity from the near face-off circle is unable to find its way into the shooting lane. Gazelle with the toe drag, lets a shot go off the rush, and Sauvé makes the save as he catches the puck right up against his crest. A pretty move by Gazelle to gain the offensive zone, but he had no net to shoot at as Sauvé was well positioned right in the middle of the frame. Face-off won by the Colts. St. John Passes it on his backhand for the defense behind the net, but the Braves are able to outnumber the Colts in the corner and play it back to the point. A tip in the slot, and Sauve forced to make another save and hang on for a face-off off the point shot from Healy. Another battle off the face-off into the slot. Played back to the far point. Pilon winds up, and a save by Sauve. Platt in a battle along the far boards. Fida banks it off a skate over to the left side now. The Colts gain the offensive zone as they once again trail by 1 as we're inside the final 5 minutes of the third period. This has been quite the back and forth hockey game. We'll see if they have one more momentum switch in store for us as Platt let a backhand shot go, hit the side of the net. McNeil being kept to the outside by St. John, and he was driven into the boards from behind, and it's going to be a penalty call. St. John going off for the Colts for either body checking or boarding, whichever you want to call it. Body checking is the official call, and that will send the Braves to the power play with just 4:17 left as they win the face-off. And if they're able to capitalize on the man advantage here, that would create their first 2-goal lead of the hockey game. But of course they want to avoid giving up a late goal to the Colts and hang on to their lead. So they'll look to work the clock here as they move the puck around the offensive zone. Joniak goes back to the far side, and a shot from the far point just misses the near post. The Braves look to pass through the slot, but Knickel was able to break it up. And Malion is able to get the puck out to center ice. Joniak goes back towards his own end and turns the play around. Chiarello over the blue line. He cuts back and plays it deep inside the Colts zone for Bono in the far corner. Bono goes off the boards. And Joniak was unable to get it deep as the power play is half expired. And both teams will make line changes with 3:13 left in the third period. Braves on the attack now. Joniak intercepts the play at the blue line and streaks down the right wing. He looks to cut to the middle, but the toe drag attempt was played well defensively for the Braves as they did not let Joniak carry the puck into the middle. Puck deep inside the Colts end once again. Wooler with it on the far side. Plays it to the far corner. He lets a shot go from the far face-off circle and misses the net. Ouellette in a battle along the boards now is able to get the puck away from Jardin and pass over to the far side. Centering pass attempt is blocked by Spekmeek. The Braves behind the net now. They look to pull the puck out of the corner. Wooler takes a shove. O'Connor is in there as well. O'Connor wins the battle, and he's hooked up. No call, though, as the Braves get a shot attempt from the point by Gazelle, and Sauve is able to make the save as the power play expires, and we are back to even strength with 2:11 left in the third period. It's the Colts with the defensive zone face-off, but if they're able to gain the offensive zone, we'll keep an eye on Sauve as the Colts might look to get the extra attacker on. Face-off won by the Colts. Esford plays it behind his own net. But the Braves are able to get a shot from the far side, and the rebound was laying in the crease for a moment before Miron came to skate the puck out of danger. Colts gain the offensive zone, and Sauve makes his way to the bench for the extra attacker. It's 6-on-5 in the late stages of the third period as the Colts look to get set up and even this hockey game. Colts behind the Braves net. St. John cuts back. Pitblato collects the loose puck and passes back for Miron at the point. Gagne has it on the near side and was almost stripped of the puck by Gagnon. Played back to the point for Gagne. Back to the left face-off circle. And D'Alessio's shot was deflected out of play with 1:22 left on the clock. The face-off will be to the right of Zach McDonald. And when this game was 3-0 in the first period, you got to give credit for McDonald, who shut the door long enough that the Braves could fight their way back into this game. And he has been outstanding since the first period. The Colts look to keep the play inside the blue line. A battle at the point. And there was too many bodies battling for the puck up against the board, so we get a stoppage in play with 1:01 left on the clock. Colts with possession of the face-off. Speckmeek lets a shot go. McDonald steers the shot to the near corner. Braves are able to clear the puck deep inside the Colts zone. Montroy back to get the puck. A perfect curl by the Braves as no icing called as Montroy caught up to the puck right as it met the goal line at the Colts end. A shot from the point, misses the net off the end boards. Rebound opportunity for the Colts. And the Braves are able to keep the play to the outside. And they look to get the puck out to center ice, but a shot from Montroy at the point. Turned aside by McDonald, and the rebound goes into the corner. Just 13 seconds left on the clock as the Braves clear the puck. The Colts are going to have to hurry to get one last opportunity. As Montroy had the puck hop off his skate at the blue line, the Colts break in and they tie the game! 0.5 seconds left on the clock as they're able to elevate the puck over top of McDonald. What an unbelievable hockey game tonight as Tristan Miron ties the game with decimals remaining on the clock. And the officials are debating in the far end whether this goal will count. And they're taking their time, but who would have believed in the first period when the Colts had the 3-0 lead that this would end up being a close hockey game? And you gotta give the Braves credit for fighting back and taking the 4-3 lead as well as, of course, the 5-4 lead. But how about the Colts fighting back to potentially tie the hockey game in the last second? And the referees are taking a long time to decide here, and they wave it off. No goal, and this is a heartbreaker for the Colts, who believed they had tied the game with half a second remaining. And of course, the Colts coaching staff getting the explanation. And the crowd is in disbelief as they ponder how this is not a goal. There was a lot of bodies in the crease, and I'm not sure if it might have been. There was a body in the crease, which is why we believe the goal to have been disallowed, as McDonald was crashed into, and there was many bodies in the crease. And of course, one of the players was unable to respond, and the Colts thought they had tied it, but off the last face-off, time expires as they had no opportunity with just 0.5 seconds left to make a play. And some of the Cornwall supporters are very upset about the no-goal call, as they thought that they had finish the game. And I apologize if that went over the air. That's unacceptable. This is despicable sportsmanship from the Cornwall crowd as slurs are being uttered. But the Braves get the 5-4 win. Again, we apologize if any of the slurs from the crowd went over the air. But it's the Braves who come away with a heated 5-4 win tonight. And we're going to end things here. Thank you for tuning in. We will have the call for tomorrow's game in Cornwall on CKDJ 109. But for tonight, it's a 5-4 win for Brockville. Thank you for tuning in and have a great evening.